Okay, so let's have a look at the introduction or thank you message. So first of all, what is the point of this? What are we trying to achieve? Well, first of all, in normal life, if somebody does something for us that we've requested, we always say thank you, don't we? Or we should do if we've been brought up properly. Um, and it always beats me why on LinkedIn why people don't behave like normal people. And what I mean by that is if somebody has accepted a connection invitation that you sent to them, don't you think it would just be polite to say thank you? But how many people actually do it? Almost nobody. So if we're doing that, immediately we stand out from the crowd. But it gives us a really good excuse to follow up on that embryonic good relationship to do a few other things. So first of all, we say thank you for connecting. Why? Because that is a pattern interrupt. It's not what they're expecting because largely it's not what they've witnessed on LinkedIn before, or if they have, it's very seldom indeed. The next thing that we want to do in that message is to reintroduce how we can help them. So they've seen this in our invitation message because alongside the actual personalized message that you've already seen, they will also see a headshot of us, our profile photograph, our name, and our headline. So they've already got, they should have an inkling of exactly what we do and how we can help them, because at this point we've already got a really well constructed headline. However, we can use this message to broaden on that theme, to reintroduce how we can help as soon as we've said thank you and been polite. So it gives us that space to do that, if you like. It gives us the the space, the opportunity without being too pushy to talk a little bit about how we can possibly help them. And what we've trialed and tested over many years is at this point is to make a very subtle invitation to hold a call, because there will be some people, there'll be a good proportion, if your targeting has been right, there'll be a really good proportion of people that you've already connected with that need your help right now and they're ready for it. But human nature is we don't, it's rare that we actually, unless we're in a lot of pain, unless we really need that help, unless we really need to solve that problem, we don't just volunteer ourselves because we're still a bit skeptical at that point. There's no relationship. We haven't built up the trust just yet. So what we need to do is we need to ignite that possibility of an early meeting, just to let them know, look, we're nice people. We'd like to do something to help you. No agenda, nothing hidden. Okay, so we make an invitation to hold a call. Now, this is the trick. This must be entirely weighted to benefit them. It's not about benefiting us. Although what we're looking to do is establish that relationship so that they do become a better, a closer relationship and therefore a client in the future. But we're not actually looking necessarily to sell them straight away. So the way to get people on the call is to offer something that will entirely benefit them and move them forward in a meaningful way. Otherwise, why would they take up the invitation? I'll show you how I do this in a moment, and this has got me a lot of business and a lot of calls. I will meet with 6 to 8 people a week using this strategy alone. Okay. And always have your headline text in your footer. So let's go and have a look at the message I use. And this is the first one, just to remind you, the point somebody has connected within the day or 2 days. I never leave it any longer than that. So almost as soon as they have accepted the invitation and connected, we send them this message. So we're staying right in the forefront of their mind. So let's have a look at that message now and see how it breaks down. Okay, so here's my thank you message. This is how I reintroduce myself and be polite and helpful to people. And we'll break down the psychology of what's going on here so you can mirror this to your own purposes. So as I say, just so you know exactly what's happening, at the point somebody has connected, this is the first follow-up message that they get. So we say, hi, and you put in their name, we personalize it there. Thank you for connecting. I'm very much looking forward to keeping in touch. Just to let you know a bit more about us, we work closely with business owners and leaders to generate highly targeted business opportunities and inbound inquiries and sales through LinkedIn. Could I ask you a question? How many leads and sales do you generate from LinkedIn in a given month? As a new connection, I'd be happy to take you through your existing LinkedIn profile to show you very quickly how it could be expertly recrafted to immediately generate business and inquiries. You see, I've noticed a couple of things on your profile you could adapt which could get quick traction. I'm not trying to sell you anything, it's just a great way to develop a good relationship and explore how we could help each other. When would be good for you to have a chat? Best wishes, Simon. And then my headline. Okay, so let's go through that in depth. You can see, hopefully, that doesn't come across as anything threatening, as anything salesy. It comes across as a very polite, gentle, helpful, informative message. So let's go through it paragraph by paragraph. Firstly, we're thanking them for connecting, and we're saying we're very much looking forward to keeping in touch, i.e. we're paving the way, saying there's going to be more on its way from us, okay, and that we are proactive, we use LinkedIn actively. Just to let you know a little bit more about us, or you could say a little bit more about me. And then go into the benefit statement that you put at the top of your LinkedIn about section. That's a great way that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, who do you work with? What problems do you solve? What outcomes do you get, and how do you do it? Okay, so they know first and foremost, we want to get them used to knowing what we're about. Otherwise, why would they re-engage with us? Could I ask you a question? Now, the reason I'm doing this at this point is to get their minds focused on the problem at hand. How many leads and sales do you generate from LinkedIn in a given month? That infers that you should be getting a lot of leads and sales through LinkedIn. And I know in my field that most people are not. That most people would love to know how to get more leads and inquiries and sales from LinkedIn. So I'm provoking that query in their mind of, yeah, it would be nice to sort that problem out. And then I'm making an offer to them as a new connection. So yeah, I'm treating them in a special manner. This is something that just anybody can't get. This is for you as a new connection. It also infers that if you miss this opportunity, it won't come around again. So as a new connection, I'd be happy to take you through your existing LinkedIn profile to show you very quickly. So let's just stop there. What do I know? I know in my field, most people's LinkedIn profiles are hopeless, but most people would wish they had a better LinkedIn profile. Most people think it's their profile that drives the business, and we know better, but that's the first thing that they really want to sort out. They would most probably, if they turn onto LinkedIn, like a little bit of expert help, but as long as it's quick, as long as it's not going to take too much of their time up, that's how why I say we'll very quickly show you how it could be expertly recrafted. Why? It's to get them some immediate business and inquiries, to turn that cash flow wheel on really quickly. It's all the things they want, isn't it? It's talking about what's preventing them getting the thing to work, or we know it's the first thing that they need to do, that we can do that very quickly. And what will the outcome be? Well, it'll be more business, it'll be more sales, it'll be more leads, it'll be more inquiries. And I've noticed a couple of things on your profile that you could adapt, which could get you quick traction. Now, I know even without looking at somebody's profile, there's always something I can spot. So what I'd like you to do is, in your field, what would your offer be? When you work with a new client or a new prospect, what is it that you take them through to show them how life could be different, and offer to take them through the same thing? In effect, what we're setting up is a strategy call, a discovery call, call it what you will. That's what we're putting together, but it needs to be benefit focused for them. They need to say that if I am going to spare some time to talk to this stranger, I'm going to come away with something really meaningful. But we need to disarm them a bit. So we do say, and genuinely, we say, I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just a great way to develop a good relationship and explore how we can help each other. So, you know, LinkedIn is a collaborative platform. And genuinely, I do not sell anything. People ask how they can work with me, how I would help them on the call, but I do not promote that. I do not get into any sales conversation on the first call at all. Wait to the second call to do that. So I'm true to my word. I'm absolutely honorable with that. And if anybody queries that, I will say, no, genuinely, this isn't a sales call. It's just a way of helping you and developing the relationship, which it is. Because you've got to get the relationship to the right point before that person will say, actually, yeah, I really need your help. How do we do this? How do we work together? And then it's a question of saying, okay, we've got a couple of choices. We can do it this way, we can do it this way, we can do it this way, which is, I think the right fit is this. But we do not sell on the first call. We build a relationship. We show them that we know what we're talking about. We show them that it'd be great to work with us. We show them that we would get results. And we show them why doing what they're doing at the moment isn't working. That's a great way of moving them forward into a more meaningful and deeper chat. And then we say to them, great, when would be good to have a chat? Now, I get a lot of, and I mean a lot of people coming back with this offer, and it's the first message. So what can you offer to your prospects that is entirely benefit driven for them, so that you can get into a call, give them some real benefit, blow their minds, show them what is possible, show them how their life could be different, that gets them to say, great, I love the sound of this, how can we work together? And then finally, and this goes for all your messages, use your headline at the bottom of your message, because it reinforces in their mind exactly what you do. That's why we've gone to so much effort to construct a really good headline. Use it all over the place, because it's just reinforcing every time they see a message from you and they get down to the bottom of it. It's just reinforcing exactly what you can do. And you can even have call to actions at the bottom of this and say, if you'd like to book a strategy session, if you'd like to book a friendly chat about how you could, and in my case, generate more leads and inquiries and sales through LinkedIn, here's a link to my online calendar. That is worth testing. Okay. So that's the introduction and thank you message. What's yours going to look like?